Yeah, let's be going over a different Christmas game with Ebenezer, the Invisible World. Okay, let's get started. All right. Let's get started, shall we? Hey, Tavia. Hey, Eric. Something has gone horribly wrong. Jacob Marley allowed you to see the invisible world, and only someone such as you could see one such as I. What sort of help could a spirit possibly need from me? Are you familiar with the Malthus family? Somewhat rich and industrious. They keep to themselves for the most part. Unfortunately, there is more to them than that. On with it, spirit. I haven't got all day. Tell me your story. And so I shall. Let me tell you the story of Castor Malthus and the Malthus family drama. The Malthus family has always resided in the shadows of London's high society, a truly heartless lineage who followed the downtrodden of London as a cancer that was spread until a means of excising it could be found. While such a cruel machination have always existed with the rise of modern industry, some members of the Malthus family felt a new age was soon dawning, where this solution could present itself. Driving this new rhetoric was Gaius Malthus. He seized upon the city's industrial expansion and turned their family from mere aristocracy into an empire of industry. His factories swelled with the poor working people of London. He offered these workers horrid conditions and little pay in exchange for their back-breaking labor. All the while he planned for a day where he could rid the world of the lot of them. Hey, silly girl. Hey, Ingrid. However, cruelty is a flame that burns one's candle twice as fast. Gaius dies suddenly, and dare I say we are all of us the better for it. With the death of the Malthus family patriarch, command of their empire fell to Caspar Malthus, his only surviving son. Caspar was a dear friend from my mortal youth, who I remembered as happy and joyous boy who loved the world around him. I hoped that he would choose to take the Malthus family in a new direction. No, Tavia, it's a sequel. Unfortunately, I was wrong. Working conditions worsened, and the cruelty of the Malthus family continued. Muppets for me! However, I refused to believe that Caspar had gone so far down this path that he could not be redeemed. It was 1 year ago, tonight, Christmas Eve, that I paid Caspar a visit. I appeared before Caspar, much like Jacob Marley appeared before you, and warned him that the heavy chains forged from his own cruelty would condemn his spirit forever. To avoid this fate, he would need to set himself upon a path of redemption. It should come as no surprise to you, Ebenezer, that Caspar was also visited by 3 Christmas spirits that night. Each in turn showed him memories of his past, scenes from his present, and events from his potential future, all with the purpose to put him on this better path. But of all the images that Caspar shown that night, it was the ghost of Christmas yet to come that had the most profound effect. Casper was shown a decrepit old man, locked in his studies, resting on the mountainous derritudes of failed designs and concepts, refuse littered to the floors, creating an extraordinarily unpleasant smell about the place. Casper could feel the vast emptiness within the massive halls of the man's home, and knew he had been alone for a long time. Whoever he was, he now only existed the architect of some obsessive project. It was then that Casper began to recognize the room, the portraits and books on the wall, and the familial features on the old man's haggard face. He was gazing at the visage of his future self. But the ghost of Christmas yet to come hadn't brought Casper here to simply gaze upon the man he would become, but to bear witness the man's ultimate triumph. Casper had achieved the Malthus family dream. Whether it was a power source, engine, or some infernal mechanism, I cannot say, but I do know that it was a catalyst that would serve the workers from society. In the midst of the old man's jubilation, the ghost of Christmas yet to come raised his finger and pointed at the frail future visage, not wanting Casper to miss a moment of what was to come. The old man's cry of exhalation would be his last. This moment of excitement after decades of despair and neglect were too much for his worn heart. Casper watched his future self begin to die before his eyes. Casper's eyes soon withdrew from the old man. He watched instead the device, the accumulation of his life work, his family dreams fall from withered hand and shatter on the floor. At that moment, Casper and his future self both saw that everything they had spent their life pursuing, every sacrifice or cruel and heartless act, would all amount to nothing. They would die alone, unloved and forgotten. With that, Casper was returned to his own time, in a state that I perceived to mean he had been profoundly changed by the ordeal. I left him soon so that I could contemplate what he could contemplate what he had just witnessed. I felt confident that he would see the lonely path his life was on and make the changes that would lead him to... However, what I did not foresee was that there was another visitor that night, one who did not want to change Mouse's past, but set it in stone. A dark spirit emerged from the shadows and confronted Casper, laughing at the silly images the Christmas spirit had shown him. Casper pled to the horrifying intruder that he did not want to meet the same fate that he witnessed this night. The dark spirit smiled and reminded him that he had only shown a possible future, one that now need not transpire. He told Casper that the Christmas spirit had carelessly presented a new opportunity for the Mouse's family. Casper had been allowed to observe the work of the old man's future device. With this knowledge, he could recreate it in the present. He was told that he could create the world that his family had always wanted. He need only be strong enough to put aside silly morality plays and take appropriate action. With that, Casper turned back on the better path. A year hence, and he is almost finished using his unnaturally gained knowledge to bring himself to the precipice of his family's ultimate dream, to crush the poor workers of the city under the gears of industrial progress. Yet, despite all this, I remember my old boyhood friend Casper, and I cannot bring myself to believe that he is beyond the hope of redemption. Now you know my story. I need a mortal to help my friend and find redemption before he's beyond salvation. The Christmas spirits will not come to my aid a second time. It is up to you to find the pieces of Casper's past, present, and future, and convince them to choose a better path. If there is a path to redemption for Casper, it will weave through the people in his life that meant the most to him and knew him well. Just a sec. That is all well and good, but even if you knew Casper Malthus once as a good man, that was some time ago. How can you be sure that such a person still exists? I confess, I am not well informed on the metamorphosis that transpired within him. It is imperative that we unravel how he became the man he is today. Okay, this is Eric Fellows. This was to Malthus what Jacob Marley was to Scrooge. The ghost who tried to try to help redeem him. Casper kept a journal in the London Observatory, secreted away from the prying eyes of his father. In that journal, it's still there. If that journal's still there, it may help us understand how he drifted so far from how I remember him. Gallivanting about as a spirit's lackey was not how I intend to spend my holidays, but I suppose in all fairness, I too was once a man that had lost its way. It took the esteemed presence of my dear friend Jacob Marley, to set him straight. Well, yes, Tavia, because there's another spirit who's manipulating Malthus. A darker spirit who's trying to make sure he stays on the dark path. Very well, spirit. I will find Casper's journal. Thank you, Ebenezer. You must exercise the utmost caution tonight. Casper has already put into motion his plan to displace the workers of London. Workers are protesting, and soon there will be a standoff between the protesters and the Mouse's private guard. The guard has been deployed to patrol the streets, no doubt eager to showcase their mettle to anyone sympathetic towards the plight of the workers. So, amidst the cacophony of mounting chaos, you expect me to venture into a whirlwind of further disorder and confusion? I must say, Spirit, your timing couldn't be more inconvenient. So yeah, Scrooge here's a pretty spry guy. Be careful outside, sir. There have been protests recently here in London, and they've become quite dangerous. Light the lamp, light the lamp, light the lamp, light the rat! Put me out, put me out, put me out! Oh, Fezziwig, how pleasant to see the bright face of my former employer. Hello, Ebenezer. You've made much of yourself since you worked for my company. I am here to prove. Oh, what? Just a sec. Well, of course I could do Gonzo. But anyway, I am here to provide assistance as you advance in your quest. Thank you. I am very grateful. There has never been a limit to your generosity. Press this to access your map. London is a big city with many places to explore, and the map is essential to making your way through the city. No kidding. Hooyah! Tiny Tim! Hurrah! Hurrah, Ebenezer! It is Christmas time again. Thank you for your kindness this year. You have truly changed. So many in the city are in want of work, without a penny to their name. How soon will it be before they perish of hunger? The affluent and bourgeois go about their day in blissful ignorance of the workers' plight, but it shall not be long before Malthus is pressured to quell these protests. Give us back our job! Give us back our dignity! Ebenezer, that protester just ahead is in peril and requires aid. Can you intercede on my behalf? We are not the surplus population! Uh-oh. Please don't! I surrender! You there! Cease your unwanted assault on that man this instant. Yes, he may have committed his fair share of transgression, but he is clearly surrendered himself, hasn't he? You and your friends are not but the surplus population. Accept your fate and you pitiable swine. Oh! You're next, old codger. Got him. Mark my word, this shall be reported to our captain, Warren Gostel. Thank you, kind sir. Let me help you home. No, I will be fine. You need to find a safe haven, for Warren Gastro is a merciless fellow, and you are in great peril in his presence. He is not just neutralizing protesters. With the mounted and private guard, he is hunting anyone involved in the protest. Now they'll come for you, too. I am well aware of the pressing need for the self-preservation today. Thank you very much. Eric. Why, oh why were you utterly useless in extending aid to that man? Are you content with being a mere spectator, an impotent bystander in the face of distress? Ebenezer, while you can see spirits and intervene in the affairs of mortals, I cannot. I wish to aid that man, but like all spirits and chained to the mortal world, I am prevented from acting on that desire. However, since you helped that man on my behalf, I should now be able to come to your assistance when you need it. Select attack goes with the quick selection. So yeah, now I have him as special abilities. On the far west side of the city is the old Jonathan Bedlam Asylum. I had a feeling there was something strange going on there, but I could never prove it. It's a dangerous place now in any case. You should stay away for your own safety. Nope, don't need to go down there yet. Uh-oh, spirits! Forgive my intrusion. You do not need to apologize, Fezziwig. You are a great help. If you continue right, you'll find a save room. A save room is where you can save your progress and replenish your health and spirit. Look for the sign with the feather pet. Every save room has this sign nearby. Thank you, Fezziwig. Scrooge! Humbug! Oh. You there, Ebenezer. Stop for a moment by my lamp flames. How do you know my name, spirit? I know much about the people of London, and most would prefer I not know it. Ah, yes, I do remember you, lamplighter. You were quite the town whisperer. Quite proud of your gossip. Yes, proud then, but not now. I lit my flame to catch your attention. I need your assistance. A journalist, Salvatore Garcia, is writing a story about the accident in the Mouse's factory. If published, it will shine light on the dangerous working conditions across London. He is delivering his article tonight, but I fear the unrest in the street. He could be hurt or injured. No escort will be required. I only need you to ensure his path is well lit. That snow has covered many of the street lamps along his path. Clear them off and ensure his path is safely lit. I am happy to help, but I do not make an imposing escort. So what do you guys think of this so far? I haven't seen Phoebe today. I'm worried about her. You! I know you! You're Ebenezer Scrooge! You're that rich, miserable old man that yells at children for laughing too loud. You made my friend cry. Yes, young man, I regret to say this is so. London has been generous with the laughter of children, and I found it quite a bother at the time. I would like to make amends. Is your friend nearby? I would like to apologize. Phoebe's in trouble. She snuck into a building to the right looking for food without realizing it was occupied by Mouse's guards. Now she's trapped and scared. Can you help her, sir? This nice lady here, Marianne, can take her to safety. You can find a way for Phoebe to exit the building. Of course I would help. I will find Phoebe and help her to safety. Achoo! Achoo! Oh no, I hope the mouse's guards didn't hear me sneeze. Is your name Phoebe? Did you know a boy named Buster? Oh dear Buster, he was my best friend. My mother said Buster and I were to be married when we were of age. Worry not, dear child. I will help you get out. Marianne is close by, and she can take Phoebe to safety. There's a lever just above your head that will open this door. I can help you get out of here so you can activate it. Phoebe, are you okay? This house is dangerous. I must get you to safety. Yes, I'm okay. I'm so happy to see you, Marianne. Please, let's leave. I'm so scared. And off they go. Off they scoot. Thank you for finding Phoebe. She was my best friend in life. With your help and Marianne, Phoebe is safe. I will join you on your quest, Ebenezer. Now is not a good time. I have matters to attend to. Phoebe has decided to come live with us at the orphanage. We are so happy. I mean, I really like the story on this. It's very in-depth. Welcome to Jasper's Wandering Bazaar and Food Court. I am Jasper. I offer an emporium of curiosities. Feast your eyes on delectable food and rarities from all over the world. You can find foods on the one page and rare items on the other. Make sure to stock up before continuing on your journey. There you are, Musa. I know not why you fly off sometimes. I can't see a rat specter or rabbit specter. That is a beautiful bird. A bird? A bird is something that eats worms and corn off the ground. This is a falcon, and his name is Musa. As in Mansa Musa, the richest man that ever lived? Yes, he loved hoarding gold, jewels, and other fine things. I used to treat him as a bit of a role model in that regard. I used to so love having things. All things, fine things. I used to feel the same way, although looking back, I received little joy from mere belongings. Unfortunately, when it became the sole reason for your existence, it leaves little room for much else. It's no wonder I ended up burdened by these chains. I can't do anything with those things now. Indeed, our opportunity to help others with our things in life. I must do what I can. There are those out there with so few things. Perhaps I can make some of my things their things. What would that be called? Charity? Giving? Generosity? My things have been sold at auction, taken by princes and princesses around the world. Only my once favorite dress remains here in London, sold at a bargain to a wandering merchant. It is the most beautiful dress in London. I saw a poor girl wandering about, peering at dress shops at the east side of the city. She was admiring lovely dresses, but she had not a penny to purchase one. Can you purchase my beautiful dress from the wandering merchant? His name is Jasper, and then give it to this poor girl who would cherish it so much? A gracious gesture indeed. I shall purchase the beautiful dress from Jasper, the wandering merchant, so that the poor girl may have it. Need to earn more to get the dress. Sorry, but you need to find another station to enter this trade. I arrived much too early to meet a friend. My pocket watch does not keep good time. I am Casimir. If you are looking to increase your capacity for health, I can help you find the rare items you seek. Come back when you found more items. I gotta say so. I'm so impressed with how spry Scrooge is for his age. A turkey and a lamp. A turkey and a lamp! I've heard about chickens in a wall, but never turkeys in a lamp. Ember cold. A Trax goal and Hannibal's satchel. I'll hold on to this. Hey Eric, if you're still there watching, what do you think of the game? Oh, and who is this young lady? Excuse me, do you know the time? Yes, I suppose I do. Let me just find my pocket watch. Oh, I know that model. A very good and trustworthy instrument. Of course, sometimes it does slow down in particularly cold weather. If there are a few bad winters in a row, you should probably get it examined, or else you're going to be running behind. Thank you. Do you have some experience in engineering? I was a watchmaker by trade and life, one of the best in the industry. Though you probably haven't heard of me, I never was one for fame, or talking to people, or leaving my house. Ever. I see. For someone who seems to have done so little, how'd you end up chained to the mortal world? Well, that's just it, isn't it? I never did anything for anyone. I kept myself off from the good and the bad parts of humanity, even when I was given the opportunity to bring a little happiness into the world. I chose not to participate. Yes, I was once also a bit of a hermit. I had into the good fortune of having been visited by 3 spirits. Perhaps you can help me with something. I had a man, John Hardwick, approach me to repair a family pocket watch and engrave a heartfelt inscription on the back for his son. I performed my job well, and the man was happy with the work. I later learned that he died in an accident later that day at the Multiverse factory. I chose to forget about it, even though a small part of me urged that I tell the man's son about this engraved pocket watch. However, I could not be bothered to leave my workplace. I would like his son to have it. I think I can help you with this. Really? I would be forever grateful. You can find the engraved pocket watch at the Multiverse factory. His son's name is Fern. You can find him somewhere in the London Street Center. I think we passed him. He has many friends and often meets them for meals. Think that was the guy we passed earlier? Push! Push! Rah! Can't go to that mirror yet. Thank you, Ebenezer. I would hope with all the tax I pay for the city that they could keep the street lamps in working order. However, I would do what I can to light this man's way. So I got another guy. Hey, that's pretty awesome. Uh-oh. You there! Halt! You don't look like our factory, lowly dredge. Are you indeed the man responsible for disrupting the activities of my men? You must be Warren Castro. Command your goons to stand down at once. There is no way to treat the people. People? Hardly. I shall be no longer be incumbent upon us to attend to the squalor of London in order to advance the grinding wheel of progress on behalf of the rest of society. You seem like a man of respectable means. I will give you one last chance to surrender and remain unharmed. Bah! Humbug! He said it! "'Tis a pity that a man of your station sympathizes with these peasants. Caspar Malthus has conceived of a magnificent scheme for a new London, and I shall assist him in realizing it." Exactly, Ingrid. He said it. He said the thing. Until we meet again, Ebenezer. Ebenezer Scrooge. Bah! Humbug! So I gotta help to the Ooh, look at this. Yay, look at these creatures. Seriously, look at the setting here. Well, yeah, like I said before, Octavia, this is a Metroidvania style game. This is clearly a Metroidvania style game. Hey, look what happened when I jumped on that. Uh-oh. Hey! Ebenezer, I am the ghost of Christmas present. I have come to offer assistance. Forgive me, but have we not crossed paths before? You must have met of my brothers. I am have more than 1,800 of them, after all. Ah, I remember now. It is good to meet you. What assistance do you offer me? Now notice, they always say all the brothers that came before him. That means each Christmas present is a different Christmas present. If you met one of my brothers that even met his wars, the children of mankind, I do indeed. Want and ignorance were their names. I was told to beware them both. My brother gave you good counsel. However, mankind has many children, some that bring doom, some that bring kindness and hope. Tonight, these three have been asked to help you in your endeavors. How can she help? This little girl is courage. She will be your strength in the face of great challenge on this night. Thank you, Spirit. Courage with a bow and arrow. We will eventually get them, yes. Just not right now. Look at her with the little bow and arrow. Oh, Casper's journal is here in this observatory, but I do not know where. Haley Hall would know. They spent many hours together here in this grand observatory. If only we could ask her help. Exactly. Who doesn't need a little courage? Ah! Not that courage. Ah, look at those creepy ghosts. Look at those creepy spiders with faces. Whoops. Look, he's using his cane to pull it backwards. Ooh. No, no, no. What am I missing? None of this is right. You almost have it, Lewis. Don't give up. You're only missing one piece of the equation. I so wish that you could hear me. Phantom, why are you hovering over this man's shoulder? I want so very much to help this researcher. I wrote a book on planetary emotions that contains the information he needs, but I am chained to the mortal realm, always knowing what these men and women need to solve the mysteries of the universe, but unable to help them. Is there anything I can do? Yes, thank you for your offerings, sir. Can you find the book Louis is searching for? It's somewhere here in the observatory. If you find it, I can bring it to him. I'm sure he will see the solution once he has the book in his hands. Do you know where I might find? Well, how hard can it be to find one book in a sea of tens of thousands? Haley Hall was one of the most esteemed researchers here in London Observatory. She wrote the seminal book on space and time. It is here somewhere. I must find it. A lot of people chained to the mortal realm. Going down. Darn it! series on the orbit of celestial body by Professor Haley Hall. This is it. Spirit, reveal yourself, please. I found the book you seek. Thank you for finding this. I believe Lewis will be a great scientist one day, and I am glad to help him. I shall make sure he finds this book. Hello, Haley. It's been many years. Eric, I cannot believe my eyes. You fought in the war and never returned. I am here in aid of our fellow friend, Casper Melsis. After years of manipulation by his father, his mind has been poisoned of disdain for the working class. Casper? Our dear Casper, how is this possible? As children, Casper and I sought nothing more than seeing the world and bringing joy and kindness to others, those without means especially. Casper is not how you left him. He has brought turmoil to London. Now that I find myself in these immortal chains, I have obligated myself to aspire to good, and it is good to have Casper and the working people of London. We are here in search of Casper's journal, the one he would write in so regularly when he came to this place. I remember Casper's journal well. He would always carry it with him. I've seen it recently, mixed with some of the academic texts. The collection here is so vast that one of the staff must have carelessly included it with the academic text. So you know where we can find it. Excellent. Casper's journal is upstairs above the planetarium. I can take you there. It is dark night, and Haley, danger's about. Are you sure you want to come with us? We must be careful. The unrepentant are everywhere tonight. You have no need to worry. Like all astronomers, I love the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. So now I can pass through walls thanks to her. Ooh, interesting. You there, rich-looking mortal. Have you familiarity with scales? Scales, such as the weigh money? I should say I do. As do I, but one might say my scales are a little unbalanced. See, I am a harpoonist and fisherman by trade. That does not seem like a profession that lends itself to imbalance. It is an honorable profession, and I was once an honorable man, but as financial demands on me grew, I made extra money running a scheme with the help of local fishmongers. I helped them fix their scales and con local fishermen out of their rightful payments. So you became a cheat. That would explain your chains. Most certainly, yes, but over the long years, chained to the mortal world, I have seen the errors of my way. My former partners, however, what about them? They felt no remorse for their actions and have long since become unrepentant spirits. They are still drawn to the local fish market, feeling an instinctual pull to that place. Something that makes them want to continue tormenting the honest fishermen. What fools! Even knowing their fate and the consequence of their decision, they continue this rotten behavior. Perhaps I can help. I fear that with the surge of unrepentant spirits this evening, their actions should embolden and cause irreparable harm to the fishermen. Please, see if you can protect them. The ability to breathe underwater, huh? See, much like a Metroidvania, I get some upgrades. From optional upgrades. Hello again, Ebenezer. The book then shows the planets in order: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. It seems that this information is important for something. I think I need another upgrade first. That's why one downside with this game is the backtracking. Okay, then no, that's not the way I'm supposed to go. Oh, come on. Why can't I? What's going on? Something screwy here, so I decided to cheat a little. Oh, wait. Hey, hey, Steph. Hey, that's cool. Tell Docs I said hi. Seriously, this has been a fun game. Basically, it's a sequel to Christmas Carol. Trust me, it is awesome. Well, yeah, it's supposed to be a Christmas. It's supposed to be Scrooge in a Christmas Carol in a Metroidvania setting. Well, yeah, the whole point of it is to be a Christmas Ebenezer, like I said, in a Metroidvania setting. Long range, the Spirit Whip. Okay. Whoa. I had a decent weekend. I just feel bad for what Trish is having to go through with her PlayStation going busted. Going up. Points to secret passageways, huh? Same here, and I wish he would. I wish that I could talk to her and give her some advice to help her out. I'm gonna get as far as the first boss battle before I call it a night. I don't know how he's able to pull that with his cane, but bravo on him. Nope, no interviews or rants planned. I do have a bunch of PTN still, but otherwise that's all. How about you? Did Trish say anything about what the plans are for tomorrow? Is she just giving up, or do you think she'll just do some game on the computer? Oh, there's the journal. Ah, at last, Caspar's journal. Quickly, read it and let us know what it says. A mere collection of mundane observations, visit to the museum, musing on the observatory, were the answers we sought. Wait, this entry here. What does it say? He writes about the loss of his mother. He writes with a heavy heart, but his mood soon turns to one of anger. He accuses his mother of deceiving him for many years, claiming that the affection she had shown him was nothing but a pretense meant to hinder his prospects within the family enterprise. I cannot believe that. My parents would bring me here every weekend, and I would often see Caspar and his mother, Lillian, together. The two shared a close and affectionate bond, and I cannot conceive of her or any mother deceiving him in the manner he suggests. Maybe her death holds some key for redeeming Caspar? Death? No, Lillian did not die. At least not then. Caspar told me that she had been committed to the Bedlam Asylum for treatment, and some sort of mental disease or hysteria. It was around that time that I stopped seeing Caspar. No Gotham Knights, but Trish can still use my PC version if need be. Well, does she still have and live or not? Caspar's mother may be the key to understand his metamorphosis from an innocent boy to this wretched industrialist that he has become. Ebenezer, I do appreciate that you are still a resident of the mortal realm, but please be aware that we do not receive a telegraph with tidings of every spirit's passage into the next world. Understood. So a detour to Bedlam Asylum then. Because our past wasn't convoluted enough already, let's add a madhouse to the mix. How delightful. You must know the chances of finding someone's cohort in this wretched place are slim at best. Sadly, I agree, but we must try. We must face new dangers, though. Cruel experiments are carried out on helpless patients, hidden away from public scrutiny and knowledge. All aboard! Welcome back. But yeah, Steph, you could remind you should remind Triss that I can she can utilize my my version of Gotham Knights from my from the PC and still be able to link with you. I'm pretty sure Gotham Knights has crossplay play. No, I understand. I understand. I'm just throwing it out there as a suggestion. That's all. I'm not going to push her either. I'm just simply throwing it out there as a suggestion that she can do, not something that we should push on her. Like I said, just throw it as a suggestion. That's all I say. They're bordering on rioting over there. Hey again, Tiny Tim. Hello again, Tiny Tim. Again, a turkey in the lamp. Why is there a turkey in the lamp? Yeah, that's all I want to suggest. I would suggest. Yikes, who the heck is that? And believe it or not, we never get an answer to who that mysterious ghost or spirit is. Ooh. And allow me to use my time with the living to help those in need here in Bedlam Asylum. I'm sorry, I do not mean to disturb you. No apologies are necessary. I was offering a prayer for those suffering tonight. Spirit, I did not mean to make assumptions, but I'm surprised by your presence here. How did you become trapped in the mortal realm? I squandered my time in life. I obsessed about what I believed to be declining morality and brutality here in London and throughout the world. I fell into despair and lost hope in the goodness of our human world. Would you say that you have hope now in the afterlife? I do have hope. Very much so. Through my many years in this afterlife, the people have demonstrated to me that the arc of time leads to good. Why are you here in Bedlam Asylum? Is there a way I could help you? Yes, like all spirits, I am unable to ease the suffering of mortals. Nowhere in this city do I see more suffering than in Bedlam. I agree with you, Steph. I completely agree. And for so many innocent men and women have been locked away and forced to endure cruel psychological and physical experiments. If people only knew how unjustly detained were being treated. So the rumors are true. I've heard whispers of sinister activities here in Bedlam Asylum, but the institution has always been held in high regard with my friends in industry. Please, Spirit, tell me what I could do to help stop this. There is evidence of this malicious behavior in the Bedlam Asylum medical files. Find it and deliver it to the officer in London. His name is Samuel. With these documents, the police force will have what it needs to act. So I got another quest. Okay, once I get to the next save... Oh. Little girl, why are you crying? You can see me? Oh, joy, you can see me! I can see you clear as day. What is your name and why are you crying? My name is Sophia. My sister and I saw a group of young boys sneak into the asylum. They are Scout Brigade members, and one of their troop leaders has been missing. The boys heard stories about it, that people that come to Bedlam and never return and foolishly sought to search for him here. If they are in Bedlam Asylum, they are in danger. I must find them. My sisters, Avir and Kina, are with them, but there is little they can do as ghosts. The boys are safe for now, but they are terrified. You must help them. I will find them and get them on their way home. Thank you, kind sir. The mirror ghost. But yeah, once I reach this, once I go to the save room, I'm going to save and call it a night. Okay, and with that, I am calling it a night. See, you know what a great game this is? This is going to take me quite a while to get through. So I thank you so much for stopping by, and I plan on playing through this quite frequently going forward. So yeah, I'll be seeing you guys all on the next one, and I hope you all take care.